Hi, I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to a special episode of Adventure Athlete. Today I'm going to make some crazy announcements again, and let's get to it. So my KTM 500 EXC, I've been seriously considering this since I got the Stark and the electric motion. I thought it'd be a good idea to keep a gas bike, but then I start looking at what is inside of Oscar Mike and how I want to live. And I've been spending the afternoons going out into the expedition truck and doing some work. I've been refinishing some counters and just doing some neat little tidy up and trying to pare down things. So my thought process on all of this is I've made the decision to sell off the shop and again. Um, and I even put the Humvee for sale for a super cheap 40K. And I know a lot of people might look at that, but this is an 1165, low hours, 6.5 turbo, 4-speed, runs great, no blow by, $8,000 in armored doors, and $2,500 in the AR-50, AR-500 plate, 3/8 plate, window frame, and then the windows, I believe, are 119 pounds a piece. That'll stop a 50. Um, have all brand new parts for this. As you guys have been watching the build, I've gotten to the spot right here on this, and I just got to thinking, I really just want to go out and balance on rocks and do my thing. And I really have to think about what I want to give up. I don't have to give up anything. The thing is creating the time window of what you think you can get done. I get more done in a week than I think I can, and I get less done in a day than I think I can, if that makes any sense at all. But I just decided, you know what, we're going to Newport Dunes in August. And I said, you know what, when I come back from that in October, I want to hit the road. I want to go race endurocross again. So I'm going to commit to do the Prescott Valley, Arizona endurocross. I'm going to race either the Stark Varg or the electric motion. I haven't decided yet. And I may see if they'll let me do a practice on one and a practice on the other and then make my decision. Don't know. But yeah, everything in the shop, the 2020 press, 2010 press and the Swag off-road finger brake is sold. Got a guy coming out in the morning, and I got other people fighting for it to come down. My brand new Dream TIG welder, Typhoon 330 from Everlast, the best MIG welder or TIG welder I've ever used. Has advanced forms on DC side, which I've never heard of, and really works really, really neat. And my new little mill that I love so much, don't need it, got a mill in the truck, and if this doesn't sell, I may do some reconfiguring in the truck and go ahead and put that in the truck because I'm just that ridiculous. But talking about like a little bit of a path to success, a guy asked me, like, what do you do on the weekends? And I'm like, the same thing I do every day. I go after my dreams, and I try to fine tune that focus. So although this is I'm going to say this is my official third time of going through and selling off everything, I think this time is going to count. And it kind of looks like your path to success is over here, and you're kind of trying to head north, and you're over here and over here. And you just make slightly little changes until you can get to that. And I work on my goals every day, even when I'm watching YouTube. Usually don't watch a whole lot of TV, some quick news, and that's about it for the day, and I get to work. But I always ask myself, am I moving towards my goals every day? And my answer to that is yes, I am. So long story short, I don't really think that the Humvee is going to sell super quick. So Monday, Saturday right now, Monday morning, I'll be out here working on that, framing up the outside cap and then laying out the inside configuration for getting the refrigerator in, the stove and everything where it goes, and just keep pushing on that project. So stay tuned on that. I'll still be filming. For now, I'm going to keep this set up. My thought process is to really pare down to what I have. I think I told you I have some younger men that want to be fabricators, and they had $1,000 to spend. And you know, what I drove them towards was an Everlast 140 for, I don't know what that was, 369, 379. I'll put an Amazon link in the bottom to my store to take you directly to this stuff. But that in a bottle, man, that burns up a lot of that, you know, a lot of that $1,000 worth of stuff. So, you know, a couple grinders, uh, sander, kind of, you know, maybe your fabrication table, and that's, you're kind of almost out of your $1,000. But now you got something you can start to learn and make money with. And I'm going to do a full series on that because I think it's that important before I hit the road. But yeah, I'm super stoked right now. I got everything listed on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm putting in, you know, between 5 and 10 new things a day. Just every time I find something. Like right now, I'm looking over here in the corner, and I got a Diamondback El Orso fat bike frame that's brand new. I bought it for the parts for a different build. So I'll probably gather all my parts for that and let that go for super cheap because I just don't need things hanging around. I really want to leave the shop with just a lift, probably a MIG welder. I remember I got a TIG and a MIG in the truck, both gases, so I can make all my repairs, a mill and a lathe in the truck, a little sanding station in the truck. But it's nicer to come work with this much room. So I'm going to keep the motorcycle lift, and we'll see what else goes. I think in the end, everything ends up selling. It just takes a little bit of time. But I posted some stuff up yesterday, and got a couple Zells. I reached out to one of my buddies on the 500 DXC. He got back to me in about 10 minutes and said, yeah, I'll buy it. And so sold that. It won't be delivered. He's currently, I think, in Spain right now, but it won't be delivered until October. But, you know, he's sending me some Zelle payments. So we're kind of like on a solid deal on that. So I got a lot more overland type stuff that I'll be putting up that I'm not using on the Humvee. Quick note, I put these Max Air fans on, and those sold in about 15 minutes. So yeah, things are selling. Big things like the Humvee, that's a little harder to go down the process on, but sooner or later, like I say, everything sells. It took me 6 months or 7 months on the adventure truck, but it sold. I got what I wanted for it, and I'm not hurting for money where I have to take a deal. I can just be like, okay, well, that looks good. But let me go take you inside Oscar Mike and show you just, last week I worked on packaging, so I got both of my paramotors in there. I got my trike set up in there for electric power. So I did keep a gas paramotor. It's really not worth anything to sell. I might get $3,500 out of it, out of $7 grand. I would just rather keep it. But yeah, walking up into the truck, Stark Varg there, my mountain bike I got a cover on, and then my electric motion, got everything graphicked up, looking nice. Kind of got some organization going here. I had hoped to put the paramotors or a paramotor here with a hoop on it, but that just did not have the room. Lock and Load, not sponsored by these guys. Didn't get a deal. Not an ambassador for them, but what a great product to be able to pull something up and just push these pins down and good to go. But I've been coming in every day trying to straighten up. Like I'm carrying too much. And every time I go to get a helmet, it's the wrong color. You know, I'm like, well, I need this one. So I'm trying to pare down. I'm trying to make the room for the things I use on a daily basis and then go down that path. But I've been working on refinishing these tables. And let me pop the inverter on. This is what I love about the truck is you pop the inverter on and you have lights. Starlink is uploading. The weather station comes on. Everything is really cool. But I've been working on this. I did this, I think, last year before we went to Newport Dunes. I actually carved that in there. But I did a recoat on that before we went to Bolsa Chica. And the 2X clear was tacky. And then a magazine got left there and kind of screwed it all up. So I resanded everything down. And about 4 days later, I got this beautiful shine on this table. And this is Unicorn Spit and Rust-Oleum 2X Clear. The clear. But I wanted that cool look over here. And this was gummy. And it turned out pretty cool. It's not 100% perfect, but it's perfect enough for what it is. I mean, this is a rustic design, and but I got a mirror finish on this right here on the stove, which it won't stay that way, but it looks really cool right now. And then I ground all this in, and anyone that knows me knows that I I really love color, and you can just tell by looking around in here. I like all kinds of colors. But I carved this in with a grinder, and that took maybe quick little 30 minutes. Then you put the unicorn spit down in there, and I left that for about 2 hours, wiped that down, and that left the clear on the top, which you just take and sand all of the rest of the finish, because I have a hard time painting in the lines, and turned out really well. Another thing that I learned, I carry hand sanitizer. Not that I use it on my hands, but I do use it in the wood burning stove to get the fire going. But it tipped over, and look how clean it got this sink. It's absolutely amazing. I'm like, wow, that's a sink cleaner now. So I found a great use for the hand sanitizer other than what it's for. And then over here, I just kind of finished up. It's kind of dark in here. Let's see, right there. Yeah, I just kind of finished up this over here, and that turned out absolutely beautiful, and I'm super stoked with the inside of here. And I love coming out here to spend time, and I actually journal, and I just tell myself, you know, everything you need is in the truck. And I got these two, one Malinois and one German Shepherd, that are coming a little past 2 years right now. And they're such amazing animals, but they need to be worked. And we've been working together now and doing different tasks. We've been going for a 2-mile run in the mornings, and that's working out super well. I'm just absolutely enjoying life. So instead of just trying to collect a bunch of more stuff and finish stuff up to get top dollar, I figure I'm just going to liquidate it and move forward in life. Um, look forward to saying I'm going to be living out of the truck 8 months this year. My first goal was 6 months, and I think I kind of hit that last year, maybe just a little shy. But this year I want to do 8 full months out in the truck. I think my longest I've been out is like 32 days. I'd like my longest to be out more like 65 days, and then come home for a resupply if needed. Got 2 places, one in Kingman, one here in San Bernardino, so that all works out well. This little area here might be something if that mill doesn't sell. You know, I got the Grizzly back there that works just fine, but I just want to carry my good stuff with me, because when you need something, it's in here. And I just absolutely love how everything is packaged. I dropped the ramp. The bicycle is put together with a front tire on it now. So it's easy. And that's the whole thing that you learn, man. If it's a complicated process, it's like, and I'm out, I'm like, I'll do something else. I'll go ride a bicycle. And then if the bicycle, I got to put a tire on, I'll go ride the motorcycle. I have everything set up where I just come in. It's serviceable. I got my spares. Man, I think life is pretty darn good, and it's taken a lot to get to this, and that hasn't been a straight line path. So I'm going to say I'm going to leave it for now. Questions, comments, and if you want to give me a little razzing on going back and forth, I totally understand that, because I'm almost embarrassed to say this again, you know, to say like, yeah, selling everything and hitting the road, because I said that last year right around the same time. Then came back, and you know, as soon as I go to King of the Hammers, I'm like, oh, I got to build this. And I was like, no, you don't. You just really need to focus on this. I got my 2 girls out here waiting for me. So questions, comments, once again, hit me up down below. I will leave an Amazon link for some of the stuff that I absolutely believe in and think is great. I got a great store built on that. And so far I haven't made any money off of Amazon, but I think we're getting close to getting paid out. So I think 4 months worth of work and building the store, probably 100 and some hours into it. It looks like I'm going to get my first $104 coming my way soon. But that's going to be it for now. I'm super stoked. I'm Tim Roble. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you could give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll catch you here next time.